Minjee Lee is with us now at the 2025 KPMG Women's PGA Championship. Minjee, welcome to Fields Ranch East at PGA Frisco. How's your week been so far, and what are your impressions of the golf course?
Yeah, so I had a couple early looks before I got to the venue, so I already knew what the course kind of layout was looking like. But in terms of this week, I've had a pretty, played the prime yesterday, 18 holes, saw the whole thing. So yeah, no, it's been a good week so far.
That's great. We'll take some questions, starting right over there with Alex.
Yeah, Minjee, I know you're all about the majors for sure. Your two top pin posts on Instagram, or if you major championship trophies, what would that mean to you to possibly get your third major here at a venue like this in the home of the PGA of America?
Yeah, so like I base myself here, so it kind of is a little bit like a home game for me. So it would be extra special, I think, especially my mom's here this week. A couple of my friends will be coming out, and some close friends too. So yeah, no, it would be pretty awesome if I could get it done this week.
And then about your partnership with Melbourne Golf, which you launched this year, I'm curious, you also did some content in Common Ground. Talk to me about the significance of creating content like that promotes opportunity and diversity in the game of golf.
I think golf includes everybody, so it's so inclusive, and it doesn't matter who you are. You can be any ethnicity, any age. It includes everybody, and it has such a strong sense of community. So I think it's just really special for me to be a part of that kind of movement. And obviously, Melbourne has, has stepped up and done so many things for the community and trying to involve everybody and not just make it about golfers. So I think that's really cool to be a part of.
I like the back logo shirt
Yeah.
here. Is there a fit that you're most excited about this week?
Actually, I kind of got to choose my fits, so you guys have just got to wait and see what I have come up with.
All right, love it.
Jim?
What attribute enables you to play well in the majors?
I think maybe a bit of my personality. I don't really get too high or too low, so I'm pretty calm out there, and I think I try to fight as much adversity whenever it comes to me in a bit of a calmness. So I think that really helps me, and obviously technically I feel like I'm pretty balanced in a lot of areas, so I think that obviously helps as well.
Is there another golfer, male or female, that you kind of look at as, I model myself after that? I like the way he or she handles herself on the golf course.
There's so many I can pick and choose from. So I don't have a certain one because, so many have so many strong attributes that I could, learn off and, try and copy and be like. So I can't really say, oh, there's one person because, there's so many that are so, so strong in, major conditions and pressure situations.
Jill?
Obviously, you had couple of good showings in the first two majors of the year, a T14 and a T22. What did you like about the way you played those two majors that you can bring to the table this week?
I think, to be honest, I was a little bit disappointed with the finishes. Like, I feel like I started pretty well and I was in a pretty good spot coming into the weekend. And, US Open, the last 2 days, I didn't really step up and put up a score, so I was a little disappointed in my result there. But this is a new week. I'm gonna take those first two good rounds and try and put the last two rounds together and try and do what I always do and do my very best and try and press the field a little bit.
Have you met Craig Kessler this week? And
I actually haven't.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's obviously out here this week. What would you hope to talk to him about if you get a chance to meet him?
I think just the future or just his vision for our tour. And obviously I want to leave the tour a better place than how I found it and how I started. So it's already been 11 years now. So I would, try to, talk to him a little bit about what I can do to leave it in a better place than for the future generation.
Juan?
Yeah, I understand you are familiar with the area, no? You have like a base here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little north for me, but yes.
So what do you like about here? Why are you close? And you are familiar with Frisco and you've been here sometimes.
Yeah, I think Frisco is quite a up and coming area. So I think this whole area is kind of new out where the Omni actually is, the PGA headquarters. So I think the Frisco area is like really booming. So I think the girls will really enjoy just the food, the vibes, the atmosphere. And yeah, obviously the course, I've seen it a couple of times. I think it's in really great condition. I think the weather will really dictate our scores. Hopefully a little bit of wind with all the heat. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to what the tournament brings this week.
Any advantage with being used to playing golf in Texas and in these conditions and this weather? Or?
I would just say maybe practicing in the wind. It's quite windy, and the greens are actually quite small on some of the holes. So I would just probably say that, and how well you like maintain your condition, and how well you recover from the heat.
Do you have a game plan all set for this golf course? You're pretty comfortable?
Yeah, like my caddy and I, we have a pretty solid game plan now. So I've seen it more times than him. So yeah, no, I think we had a good chat on the course yesterday about how to get around this place and the best way we can. So yep, I'm pretty solid there.
Great. Thanks for your time, Minjee.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks.